The Ryan Garcia versus Oscar De La Hoya feud continues. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Ram Star Says So. I actually have no idea how Oscar De La Hoya manages to stay in business. Honestly, he is holding on to Golden Boy Promotions by the skin of his teeth, mate. I mean, it wasn't too long ago he fell out with Canelo Alvarez, then he fell out with Ryan Garcia, then he patched things up with Ryan Garcia, and then he's just putting Garcia on blast. The issue comes from Ryan Garcia was offered a fight by Golden Boy Promotions to headline their first fight back on July 4th. The problem is Ryan Garcia told Oscar De La Hoya that he wanted 500k and De La Hoya offered him a 200k fight purse. Ryan Garcia decided to turn that fight down to headline July 4th, and De La Hoya decided to put him on blast. De La Hoya goes around saying that the fight will now be headlined by Virgil Ortiz, who supposedly is the future of Golden Boy Promotions. And then Ryan Garcia decided to clap back, saying, "You're supposed to be my promoter, not my hater." Jesus, Oscar, what are you doing? In a land where there's so much choice and so much freedom, what exactly is De La Hoya trying to achieve? It wouldn't be hard for Eddie Hearn to go and snatch up Ryan Garcia and buy him out of a contract. And let's not forget DAZN are involved, and I'm pretty sure that DAZN own a fraction of Matchroom USA, and they probably own a fraction of Golden Boy as well. So, if Ryan and Oscar cannot get on the same page, it's not gonna be that hard to move him next door and transfer him over to another DAZN owned promotional banner. What exactly is going on? Well, the problem with Ryan Garcia is that I think he is fairly entitled in terms of where he's at, what he's achieved, what he's doing. He's probably the best paid fighter out there. He supposedly has a net worth of about $10 million. And for a fighter who's only had 20 fights and hasn't fought for a world title yet, it's a strange one. He's very well paid and very well looked after. I think that he's under some sort of co-promotional banner with Canelo Alvarez and Oscar De La Hoya. Canelo supposedly doesn't speak English and doesn't do that much media crap, and Oscar De La Hoya is the front man in the whole of this, so who knows exactly what's going to come of this. But what I do know is that the two of them are sort of blowing up. We always see Ryan Garcia in the media talking about how he wants to fight the likes of Devin Haney. He could fight a Lomachenko. He wants to fight this person, wants to fight that person. But when you realistically look at the people that he's fighting on his record, like who he says he wants to fight and who he fights, they don't really add up. Ryan Garcia, he's a poster boy. He's one of the good-looking sort of fighters out there. I'm sure he pulls in a crowd. He's a Latino, American-born Latino, and I'm sure he's probably helping with the sign-ups somewhat for Golden Boy and DAZN. But realistically, is Ryan Garcia getting too big for his boots? For a guy fighter who has never fought for a world title, demanding 500k, it's a fairly big purse, I would say. Like, realistically, what exactly has he done to warrant that? But I guess maybe he's been getting paid that handsomely. He's got a fairly good record on paper. 20 fights, 20 wins, 17 by knockout. But when you really look at the names, there isn't really anybody there. I think Ryan Garcia really needs to start stepping his game up now, just to really see where he's at. He's fighting at lightweight. There are good fighters at lightweight. He could fight a Lomachenko. He could fight a Devin Haney. He could fight a Tank Davis. And I'm sure he wants to fight all those sort of names, but it's not happening. Is it because his promoter isn't delivering the fights that he wants? Or is it because he's not ready? What is the management? What is the style? Ryan Garcia has got the package, the full package. He's a good boxer. He's got the look. I'm sure there's female attention after him. and I'm sure he's going to get loads of money and sponsorship as well. But what exactly is happening now? 20 years old, fighting under one of the biggest sort of networks in the zone, where there's shitloads of money and opportunity right now. We just have to think to ourselves, where is this going right now? Like, is Ryan Garcia ready to challenge for a world title? Does he need longer? Does he need to step up fights? He's only 21. I mean, I guess you could put him in with the likes of a Tank or a Haney or a Loma or whatever, because even if he took a L, he's 21 years old. He could come again. Let's not forget that a very young Canelo Alvarez took on Floyd, lost, and then went on to become the biggest draw in boxing. Ryan Garcia could do the exact same thing. I do think that Oscar De La Hoya does need to sort of calm it down with Ryan, especially if he thinks that Ryan is sort of the heir to the throne. You really need to get your shit together. I mean, it is a bit of an insult if your fighter has told you that he wants 500k to fight and you're offering him 200k. Like, it is a bit of a piss take. Like, that's like, what, 60% less than what he wants? It is a major insult, but then again, he's 21 years old and he's not a world champion. But who knows? Who knows? I don't know. What are you guys' thoughts? This was just a little quick video just to say that, you know, Ryan Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya, the public fallout is continuing. Ryan was supposed to fight in July. Apparently he will now fight in September, probably on a Canelo Alvarez undercard, and Virgil Ortiz will take the spot that Ryan Garcia was originally offered, and I'm sure Virgil Ortiz will take the 200k gladly. So yeah, let me know your thoughts. Is Ryan Garcia, is he asking for too much money? Is he worth a 500k fight, regardless of who the fighter is? And you know, is Oscar De La Hoya going to be able to keep hold of him? Leave a comment, hit like, hit subscribe. That's the end of the show, because Remstar says so.